Well, Udo, very good and amazing. But let's start. All right. So, Thomas, we've been doing this for 8 years now, and it feels like time is going by faster and faster. But now we're here at the cabin. Now we can take a look at all the highlights of this year. And I think that's really good. Udo, if I may say so at this point, that we now have the opportunity to pause and think, how did this year actually go? And I think the conclusion will be much better than we thought. If you look through the pictures of the year, there were really two highlights where we were able to really prove ourselves as a group, and where you noticed what kind of team spirit we have now. Yes, and from things that we didn't want at all, but which I think we managed really well as a group. The first thing that comes to mind is our trade fair appearance in Frankfurt. Yes, the trade fair, that really was a highlight this year. I had actually thought on Sunday morning, Monday's the day I'll have a relaxed breakfast with my wife at home. Then Paul Schwartz called and said, Udo, what I'm about to tell you is no joke. And I was already thinking, uh-oh. And then he told me. Well, the LED wall crashed onto the booth last night, and we don't know if we can fix it. And you have to remember, we're talking about an event that is the event for us every 2 years, with which we can optimize our public image, where everything is meticulously planned, and then we get the news the day before that the start of the whole thing is in jeopardy. Everyone worked really well together. There were the external companies, our own stand construction team led by Wolfgang Pörschke, and our marketing team led by Martin Münches. But the trade fair also performed superbly. It was really great. It went on all night long. The sales force was cheering with us at the hotel in Frankfurt, and that was a real highlight. And the anxious question for us was, will we be able to make the appearance in the morning? The plan was for the bank representatives, supervisory board, and board of trustees to join us at 9 a.m. We briefly discussed, do we cancel it, yes or no? But we believed in our team and we made it. And in the end, I also remember the banner. A big compliment to our competitors, who were all well spread out in the hall, who saw what happened, but who immediately came to see if they could help us, if they could give us drinks. And I remember a comment from a competitor, if that happens to one of us, we really only know one company who would be able to manage something like that, on time, and the company has 4 letters. I thought that was a special compliment. These are the times, you know, we went into the trade fair with such team spirit, you can't really plan that beforehand. But then we had another case during the course of the year where we thought it could hardly be topped. But then something happened again that we hadn't expected. Indeed, for the first time in TROX history, I think it was July when we heard that our Spanish factory was underwater. I remember that air conditioning units that were outside were washed away. And they are heavy. Yes, I had corresponded with Jorge Aznar Prado via WhatsApp, and when you just hear that there was a storm and that the water had entered, you can't even imagine it. And then he sent me a WhatsApp video, where, as you just said, the central air conditioning units were actually floating on the water. I thought this couldn't be true. Jorge was back from vacation right away. The people all came, nobody asked for extra hours or anything else. We worked together and tried to somehow manage this chaos. And what Jorge also explained to us afterwards, something grows together in such moments of crisis. And we were quick. We were the first company in this industrial area to be affected, which then reopened production after, I think, about 6 weeks later. Bosch, a neighbor of ours, has still not reopened. And another thing that comes to mind, Udo, was pure madness. At the beginning of the year, RLT Anhalt was practically overflowing with orders. To help us, the Spanish colleagues said, we will co-produce. Considerable effort there, and the Spaniards also achieved record sales. Then came the flood damage in Spain, and the orders had to be moved back to Anhalt. And the colleagues there agreed to work even Saturday and Sunday shifts to complete these orders. That's another example of team spirit, isn't it? Yes, that fits perfectly. Then we had another highlight, because we recorded the soundtrack for our trade fair film. Unfortunately, Phil Collins was too expensive, so we recorded our own song, and we've now finished instrumentalizing and composing it, and it was sung by two colleagues. And it turned out really great, and goes wonderfully with the pictures of the year. And that's what we're going to listen to now.
Guess I'm due a heartache. Yeah. Oh, I feel it in the air. So come on, call on me, yeah. I swear I'll follow you anywhere you go. So come on, call on me, yeah. 'Cause I feel it in the air.
Yes, and there's something else I remember. There was some guy. I think you mean Elon Musk. Exactly. He tried to, or well, used our X. He renamed Twitter to X. And of course, we couldn't just put up with that. That's why we activated our secret weapon, Martin and Martin. And it was quite exciting to see what was going on in the web. But I think Mr. Musk's real reason for choosing this X was to advertise the only real right company, ours. These were the pictures of the year. It's exciting what happens in a year, isn't it? Without a doubt, it was a really good year. And despite everything, with new record sales. We can all be very happy about that. And I would like to thank all our employees worldwide. Let's raise our glasses first. That always makes sense. Always makes sense. Here's to a good and successful year, and to all colleagues worldwide, and all partners who have contributed to the result. Thank you very much. And a Merry Christmas to everyone.